right, welcome back to KhemWithKess, where we're continuing to do our symmetry problems for HNMR. So this should go by quickly because you already have your answers, right? And if you don't, pause this video, take down the problems, do it yourself after watching the previous video, and then come back and watch this one. Because look, y'all are getting high value content right now. I'm working problems with you. So I want you to really understand the thought process of which I walked you through in the previous video, because you have to learn how to do this on your own. All right, let's get it. So when it comes to number 4, I see that all these methyls are the same. I don't really see a line of symmetry in this problem. I can find one here as well, but these methyls here are not equivalent to the ones over here. So this would let me know that all of these would be the same, and then the other methyls would be different. So I can count these as just B. Now, does it matter that I'm like skipping around the actual structure to label A's and B's and C's? No, we do not care. But your instructor will when it comes time to grading. So please make sure that you clearly label your structures if your instructor wants to see that, which they should. So to the next one. So again, this carbon here has a hydrogen on it. Remember, these hydrogens do not, did I just say a carbon or a hydrogen? You know what I mean. So that's a hydrogen there. So that would be C. This one has hydrogens on it. So that would be D. And let's talk about this one. This one right here has no hydrogens on it. So therefore, are we going to count that in our letters? No, because HNMR, the chart, the diagram, whatever you want to call it, it can only have carbons that have hydrogens on them. So sometimes I like to go through and just mark off the carbons that don't have a hydrogen with an X. So really this problem, even though it has 8 carbons, you can count that for yourself to be sure, it's only going to have 4 signals. Yay! On to the next one. Hopefully you got that right. On to the next one, number 5. Let's see. Do we have a plane of symmetry? Possibility right here, straight down the middle. Ooh, that line was a little crooked, but that's fine. So now, what am I saying? I'm saying I could fold this over to here and this one over to here. So that's why I can see the symmetry going on. Now, with this ethyl group that's hanging on the outside, that does not have any type of symmetry because this is clearly a CH3 and this is, I'm just going to fit it in here, this is a CH2. So they're obviously different carbons in general. So this would be labeled as A, then B. This carbon here has a hydrogen, boom, so that's C. Sorry, I like sound effects sometimes, guys. So because these fold over each other, that means both of these would be D. It starts to get really busy, so I don't necessarily like to label both of these as D. I'll do it for right now, but as we move into problems, you may only see me like label one side because it gets cluttered is all it is. This one is E and F. So when I total it up, even though this has 8 carbons total in the picture, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signals that are going to show up on HNMR spectrum. Moving forward. Now on the next one, let's go through it again. I see a line of symmetry here. This is a methyl. And even though this is a methyl on the end, there's no way for me to, if I put this line here and say, oh, these methyls are potentially the same, they can't be because why? Look at the left and look at the right. They're completely different pictures. So that's how we know there's no symmetry there. Just making sure y'all could see that. So this would be A. This one is B because there's a hydrogen there. All of these are different, C, D, E. So even though this problem has 6 carbons, we will have only 5 signals. Ta-da! Not that bad. Now again, like I said, HNMR has a lot of components. So once you get down symmetry, life moves a lot quicker. Now on to the next portion where we're going to work a little bit more with some aromatic compounds, just to give you a feel and some more practice. Let me know what you think.